We are live. Live chat. Here we go. There you are on the screen. What's up, Jesse? Thanks for hopping back on here. I always put you on kid mode for some reason. I ask, is it? I always ask, is it? What do you call it? Is this okay for kids? And I hit yes, and then it don't let me talk. Crazy. I ain't doing nothing insane that kids can't watch. Hey, Ryan, Nick, Lord Needham, Johnny, what's up? Sitting in there, yeah, can't talk. Got the Lord's drink. What's up, Clark? Clark's Knives. Noah. We got 13 people on. Cool, man. I didn't even plan this. What's up, Jesse? Hey, thanks for the heads up on that last thing. I always mess that up for some reason. Kinsey, are you on here? It's going to be a good night, Tater. That's what I'm talking about, Ron. What's up, everybody? So, I'm just out here in the shop. Figured I'd do it live. What's up, Johnny? America. Knives. All right. Got my whistle wetted, and we can go ahead and get started. So, oh, Lord, Kinsey. Hey, Terrell. Hey, thanks for hopping on here, man. This wasn't planned. I didn't give nobody a heads up or nothing. I really didn't expect that many people on here. But just hanging out in the shop. Just finished a bunch of strops. And I told y'all that I would do drops. This is my first drop. So these are 8-ounce veg tan leather. 8 to 10 ounce. I believe they look more like 8, if you ask me. See how thick that leather is? And I got a new stamp. You see? Made in Texas. So I used that handmade stamp. But I kind of wanted something more me. So I done the Texas thing. What's up, Kevin? Good evening. Big E, what's up, dude? Just in the shop. I got some leather strops I made. I got 3 of them up for grabs. I didn't get on here to sell them. I'm just letting y'all know. But if you want one, just holler at your boy. Making a leather slip here as well for a Viper. Yeah, I got the chat working. Gino, Lawn Care and Outdoors. Thanks for hopping on, man. So, how much? These are 70 shipped. They're 12 inches, a whole foot worth of leather on there. This is acacia wood. It's a hardwood. It's really nice grain on it. They come different, you know, different character and stuff like that. Some of them have knots in them and stuff like that. See? They're really nice. I use one. Erica's EDC has one. A lot of people have one, and they like them. So, slips. Yeah. Well, I'll be doing some more slips, and that's what I got on the live to show some of y'all. Is I told y'all I would do drops, and my first drop is going to be 3 of those. I got 3 strops, Richter strops, and they're paddle strops. You could tell that. And then I'm going to do a run of these right here. This is old, so I mean this is not a brand new one. This is my personal one that I've had for like a year. They're going to be the R slips with a thumb cut out. What do I think about the Daytona 500? I didn't watch it. I've seen the highlights of it. I don't think they should have, ended it the way they did. I think they should have raced it on out. But I'm an Earnhardt fan, so I really ain't got a what do you call it, a horse in the race right now. I'm gonna have these. Oh, throwing it. I'm gonna do different color variations of this. I'll do some with a wood grain like this is. I don't know if you can see the wood grain. I'll do the smooth ones, different colors, different threads, but they'll be the R slip with the thumb cut out. That'll be my first drop. Thinking about doing another spoon. Yeah, dude, that's pretty cool, man. I love one of those. That's a pretty cool live you did, man. Is that scout carry sheath you made for putting on your belt? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I got the pattern right here. I'll show it to you. Just this folds over. And then this goes like that. See? And your belt just goes right through there. And you could carry it either side. Front, back, whatever you want to do. Yeah, hickory's cool, man. That'd be awesome. What's up, Warthog? I'll be dipped. I got famous people on my dadgum live. Famous celebrities. Anyway, just talking about what I was going to be dropping. Outlaw. Yeah. So I don't know when I'm going to get the slips done. Just stay tuned. I got a vacation coming up, so a couple of them days I'm going to do some slips. And we'll do that first drop. I only got 6 more slips to do, and I'm done with customs. And like I said, I got these 3 paddle straps up for consideration if you want them. How much for one of the regular slips? Where? How do I send money? I don't have any slips ready, but when I drop them, I'm probably going to make about, I don't know, 20 of them or something like that at one time. And they're going to be 50 shipped. What's up, Big J? Yep, you boys live one more time here. We're just out here. What's up, Radio Geek? Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar. You got one? I got one. But I'm going to drop about 20 of them. Could be here in about 2-ish weeks. I got a lot of work to do before I go on vacation. So, like I said, I got to finish them last 6 slips. And I finished the straps, like I said. So, I got that out of the way. I was making one anyway for a customer. So, I figured I would just go ahead and use up all my stuff and just get them out of the way. Honestly, it's easier to make more than one. You know, you just cut out all leather, all that stuff, and it's just easier to do that way. I got me the sugar DP right now. Jesse said Rick is my illegitimate dad. Did y'all watch my video earlier? Richter, you know somebody that can delete a layer on a jack, right? Yeah. Go to Instagram and type in the search slip joint _ spa. The guy's name is David. Last name starts with a V. He's the best. I think he charges about $100 for a, which I think is fair. He's one of the best at it. I'll tell you that. He done mine this good. Everybody's yelling at Radio Geek. Terry's Knives and Man Stuff. I told you I got celebrities on here. What's up, dude? Howdy, Richter Knives. Splitting Slices says, all here tonight. Big J, Terry's Knives and Man Stuff, Jesse McJ, Clark, Warthog, Johnny Q, Radio Geek, et al. Here. I was watching your last video when the live came on. Rick, you're going to need to show you a purple knife. A purple knife? I honestly don't think I have a purple knife, do I? I don't think I do. I don't think I do have one of them purple knives. I'll show you what I got on me. If y'all didn't already watch my video, you hadn't seen it yet anyway. I've done something different. I got me one of these here Hitch and Timber Runt 2.0s. And it holds your flashlight. You could hold a pry bar or whatever you want to do. It's got my GC in there with the comb delete elderberry jig bone and the lanyard. Sheep's foot, long pull, swedge, teeners, all the stuff. Fits in there really good. Check it out. So like I said, my flashlight in here, and then it's got my pin, which looks like it belongs there, like it was made for it. Look at the copper teeners on that. Sean says, hey, Mike, I need to know when you have your drops. I have 2 new GCs on the way, brother. Well, check this out. I was just talking about that, and I'll say it again because I think there's new folks on here. Do I like this? Yes, I really do like it. I got it in the natural because I wanted to put the patina up and get some character. I like this thing. Wasn't that much money. I think it was like, it might have been like 40-something bucks. I don't know, 50-something. The drops, though, it'll be in a couple weeks. I'll let y'all know. I'll go on vacation. I'll start making some slips. A 90-mile-per-hour fastball to the inside of a thigh. I don't think I could throw 90 anymore. I used to be a pitcher in high school, but I ain't got that arm anymore. If you still have the cone blade, throw it out the car window. Big J, you tickle me, bro. You tickling me. Boston, what's happening, dude? Big J's trying to get me to mess with Texas. Throwing stuff out the window. That's funny, man. Yeah, I don't have that blade. That knife was given to me, and he actually done the comb delete for me before I ever got it. So I don't have that blade. And that guy that I told you, Warthog, does the blade deletes. He done this one. And you can't tell that that's not factory. Look at that. Look at the bolsters. Nice. Got hair and stuff on it. King Mills the third. What's up, dude? Yeah, you do. Well, you need a blade delete on that 14. Which one do you want to delete? I didn't mind the comb. I don't mind the comb. Look, I kind of need it right now. My beard's going. It's doing the thing. Oh, you want to take that pin off, Noah? I like a single blade better. I mean, I've come to the point to where some of these multi blades don't bother me. Where I used to didn't want to carry them at all. Now I'll carry them. Actually, some of my favorite knives have more than one blade now. But I do prefer the Big J. You're like a comedian in this thing. I do that same thing to you. Whenever your show's going on, I'll just joke and joke and joke. The dude on the comb. Yeah. I don't know if I showed y'all, but I might have showed you on Big J's Live, but this one ain't got the dude no more. So it's got the dude delete. You need one of those, Big J. It's got the dude delete. I didn't know that was a thing, but I guess it is now. Clark Knives says, that's what I like. The best is a good single blade sheep's foot. They look so much better. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's fun being on that end. I like being on this end too, though, especially with folks. Did I tell y'all I was going to start doing lives here pretty soon? Matter of fact, me and Messer HQ. If y'all remember Messer HQ, he hasn't done a video in a couple of years, but we've got a plan, and we're going to be doing a live show in a couple weeks. So that's going to be cool. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. A mob hit. Radio Geek. The dude delete is called a mob hit. I know who paid for that one. Schrade LB5, old timer 47 OT, and a cool Japanese lockback with bone handle covers. Look at you, Jesse. Boston, what'd you think about that book I showed you last night? I didn't even know they existed. I was on Instagram and I looked at Hitch and Timber. I was looking at the Hitch and Timber Instagram, and he had that picture of one of those buck 5160 112s. And I seen the patina on that thing and I said, what? Did y'all know about that? Buck had a carbon steel 112 and a 110. Jesse says, in a brand new in package Gerber Trust multi-tool. Whole lot was $40. Where are you getting all this stuff, Jesse? Yeah, boss, I never knew they existed either. I seen that and I was like, whoa, I got to show them, man. So I hit you up and I hit Jay up. And I had to show y'all that. I figured y'all get a kick out of that. They're proud of them, though. Where do you get one? You can go on the Evil Bays. I seen a couple of them on the Evil Bays. They're just about almost $200. There's some more that's more than that. I seen a brand new in box 112 for $199-ish. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate you getting on, buddy. Splitting Slices says, Mr. HQ had some great pocket knife vids 2-3 years ago. Kind of wish you consider more content. Glad to hear you're going to do some lives. Yeah, well, I kind of miss his stuff too, and I'm glad he's going to do that live with me. I feel pretty honored that he even asked me to do it. It's going to be on his channel. I don't think he's going to, keep doing videos and commit to something all the time, but I'm going to be glad to be able to do that with him. It's going to be fun. Let's see. Elon says, I missed out on getting a green GC15 because of that. I had the money to buy Ashley Harrison Barlow drop. It's funny how things work out like that sometimes, yeah. Clark says, dadgum, that's a bargain. I keep saying Clark. I know your name, man. It just says Clark's Knives on there. Hype Beast, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, Messer has really sweet knives. Now, there's a bunch of people back in the day that was doing GC, really, really nice GC videos. I wrote them down. They're in the house, dadgummit. But y'all remember Hillbilly Nitro? I used to watch that dude, and he had something called, he had like a weekly show that was called, oh, God, I can't remember. I'm an idiot. But he had some cool stuff too. But I used to watch Blade HQ, and he had all those knives, and he had every kind of knife you could think of. He's got some far. But yeah, it's been a while since he made a video, but he's about to make that live with me. I think it's going to be pretty fun. We're going to hype it up. We're going to put it out there so everybody knows what time and when it is and stuff like that. That way y'all can plan it. Just got your first switchblade. I used to have one whenever I was a kid, but it had a comb on it. Big J would have liked that. You probably had one, didn't you, Big J? Yeah, Messer's good, man. It's my bud. We've been friends for a long time, before I ever got on YouTube. How'd you like that Zippo, man? I knocked it, or I went to buff it, and as a matter of fact, it was on this wheel right here. This wheel right here knocked that thing plumb off and hit the wall and busted in two pieces. And I was like, oh my God, my stinking Zippo. And I sent it back to Zippo. A couple weeks later, they sent it back to me as all put back together. And I didn't think they could do it. But apparently you could run them stupid things over and they'll fix them. or they'll warranty them or whatever. They got to give you a new one. But when I got it back, it had dents in it still. So I went ahead and sanded it, made it kind of rustic, and then let it patina up. And that's a sweet looking Zippo. I'm glad you got it. Comb switchblades in the Volkswagen. And WV, sorry, West Virginia. That's how I keep my mullet. Yeah, your mullet. Hype B says, I vibe your videos and you were the one that got me into knives. Well, that's good. I like hearing that, man. I like hearing that. I remember back when I first started getting into knives, watching folks. And I know there's some folks that got me into it. And, man, I love those videos and I love those guys. It's a traditional stiletto or a modern auto, out the side or out the front. Jesse says, Big J, bet you wish you still had that mullet now. I do. I used to actually have one. I just wish I could grow my hair like I used to. I can't no more. It all grows here. That's about it. In here. Ryan says, I carried my TPK exclusive hedgehog in purple cow today. I wonder if they made those out of real purple cows. Them hedgehogs are slicey little dudes, man. Big J says, I do, Jesse. That thing would just fly out the back of my football helmet. That's such a great knife, isn't it, Ryan? Jesse said, careful, Ryan Dice. Splitting slices will be looking for your purple knife. I got 26 people on here? Dadgum. That's pretty cool. I didn't expect that. I just turned on the camera and said, let's go. I'm glad y'all are on here. But for those folks that wasn't here at the first of it, we were talking about my leather drops. I got the, what do you call it? The strops, paddle strops. I got 3 of them ready to go, ready to ship out. You just tell me you want it, it's yours. Do you have a purple knife to show, Richter? Let me see. All my knives are in the house. I got, that's blue. Yeah. I'll show you some cool knives though. I got this fixed blade. It's a buck. No, it's not a buck. This is a K-bar. K-bar fixed blade. And it has S35 VN steel. Look at that bad dude. That son of a gun is heavy. It's a beast. I keep this here in the shop. I don't know why. Let's keep it out here. Yeah, hit the like button. I appreciate that, Jesse. Boston said, now you're taking my language. I love me some leather and strap. Hey, I got them ready. They're right there. They're sitting right here. This might have your name on it. Ryan, loving the slip joint content. One of the best on here. Keep it up. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I'm just out here having fun. But S35 VN, that ain't bad. I like this thing. I don't necessarily like the plastic handles, but it did come with some different scales I could put on there. And it's got the torque construction, so I could change it out. I was actually thinking about making my own wood handle for this. It's got this. So, what else do I got? Let me show you what else I got. What do I keep in the shop? What kind of knives do I keep in the shop? I don't know if y'all have this thing or not. This Milwaukee. I use this a lot for leather. It's got the Phillips screwdriver. And then it's got the flathead. See? Fancy. And that actually, I believe it locks. Yeah. And it's got a liner lock in it that I never know how to use. Oh, there it goes. It's got the wire clip and the push button. Watch this. Woo! Fancy. What do you know about that, Benchmade? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll be switching them handles. Know anything about having a knife made out of that and don't know much about it. does a patina well. Are you talking about this 1084? I think it will. Split and Slices says, is that the Big Boss Snotty K-Bar? I think it is. Wait, I got the box right here. What's it called? Snotty Big Boss. See? That's weird. It sounds like you're saying snotty, like something's running down your nose. It's a weird thing to name a knife. But it's cool. It's a cool knife. Hot Beast, like and subscribe. Yeah, do all that stuff. Thank you, man. Big J says, my son has that fastback and use it all day. Yeah. It's a good freaking little... That's cool. Has that Milwaukee with the razor knot on the other accessories. Push button. Snotty is the name of the designer. Oh, well, that makes sense. I probably offended him. I doubt he's on my live. Sorry, Snotty. I didn't mean anything by all that. Love you, man. Also got this heart. If you go to the Wally World, you can get this heart. And it's got a pocket clip on it. And a thumb stud. And you can do all that stuff. I don't like this as much. It's heavy. And it's ugly. And it's made by Hart. I'm not a Hart fan, even though I work for Walmart. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. What else do I have? Do I have another knife out here? Do I? I thought I did. I had one. Well, I don't. I don't have another knife to show y'all. I'm a whole knife guy with no knives. That's terrible. I got a lighter. Check it out. That's fancy. Ninja stuff. I learned that in ninja school. Matches my hat too. Check it out. Yeah, no more knives. That's all I got. As far as knives go. I left them all in the house. I was making me a slip right here. It's going to hold a Viper. It'll have red over here, white over here. Oh, I do have a knife right in front of me. I'll show you. Look. Y'all pay attention to this. Check it out. We're waiting on you in the back. You ready? Okay. This is a Roper Knives. 1065 carbon steel. See? Is this one purple? We'll see. I'm going to take it out of the box. Never took this out of the box yet. I paid $15 for this. And not 50. $15 bucks. So it's like 20 with shipping-ish. Do a live unboxing here. I was going to give this to my father-in-law. And I started walking over there, and my wife seen it in my hand. He was on the back porch. And she goes, she seen it in my hand. She goes, no. I said, what? So she says, he wants a Zippo. So I was like, oh, yeah, okay. I won't give him this knife. I'll give him a Zippo. So I got to go buy my father-in-law a Zippo. It's his birthday tomorrow. But apparently she thinks he don't want this. Let's see what it is. It's got the paper. I always like this brown paper stuff. Let's check it out. Oh, fancy. This is brown jigged bone Stockman. Look at that. What's the brand on this? Roper. Oh, yeah, I said that. It's got that black shield on it. Can y'all see? Got like gold underneath of it. Let's open it up. It's got tress blades. Y'all have one of these? What's up, Tyler? This is the sheep's foot. And y'all, these are carbon steel blades. They're going to tin her up. For 15 bucks, jig bone, carbon steel, Stockman. Psh, what? See how the walk and talk is. Oh, not bad. See that again. Snappy. And then here's a pin blade. Pin blade right there. It's got like a cant to it. Look how that kind of curves. That's cool looking. Smoky Mountain Knife Works has a Remington, the one that got away, limited Zippo on their site right now. Dude, yes. Thank you for the heads up on that. You have this knife in green, Radio Geek? Warthog, I think I'm going to give this one away. I got plenty of knives. I bought 2 of these. One of them is red, and then there's this brown one. They were only 15 bucks, so. And then this has a clip blade. Turkish clip point. It says Roper right there on the thing. That ain't bad. Little pocket dropper right there. That'll do you a day's work. Let's see how snappy it is. Oh, yeah. There we go. Look, I did have a knife. Jesse. Yeah, it's Roper. Y'all check it out. Where did I find this? I'm trying to remember the website. I don't remember. But not a bad little knife. Got 2 of them. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, I like this sweet little slicer, man. I think it'll work good for somebody. I like to buy knives sometimes and give them away to little fellers at church or to people at work that don't have a knife. I'm one of those folks who if I see you and you don't have a knife, I'm probably going to give you a knife. I get to feeling sorry for you. Even people that don't have a knife or think about having a knife or want a knife, I'll give them a knife. Especially at work, I've given away Benchmades, GCs, case knives, Spydercos. Jesse said, if you own a Stockman, you don't really own it. You're just holding it on. You're holding on to it for me. It was purple, then it's Byron's. Yeah, Boston. I like to give them away because people ask me for a knife all the time. Hey, can I see your pocket knife? And sometimes I honestly don't want to give somebody my, $250 GC or my sweet bone case knife. You know what I'm saying? So I'll remember that. And next day, I'll bring them their own pocket knife. Or if I have one on me that I'm not attached to and in love with, I usually give them that one. Boston, that one that we traded for, we done that trade in that orange bug out you gave me. Or you traded me. Anyways, I gave that into my secretary. She kept asking for my knife. And I would tell her, hey, you need to buy a knife. And she says, well, I want a good one, and I don't know which one to get. And I took that out of my pocket and said, now you got a good one. So she got a Benchmade now. Yeah, the Roper is perfect for borrowing. Maybe I ought to put one of these in my Dad Blaine pocket and hand this out when somebody asks me to borrow a knife. Yeah, and I get to see that knife all the time, too, because I see her almost every day. Jesse says what they're cutting depends entirely on which knife I hand them. 100%. 100%. Anybody ever grabbed your knife or asked for your knife, you hand it to them, and they went to go cut something crazy? And you're like, whoa, let me see that. And you take it and you cut yourself. You cut it yourself. Rough Riders are the same way, Noah said. Yeah. Best way to buy a GC. Let me tell you. Okay. You can get in on the drops. If you could do the drop thing, hey, do the drop thing. They're cheaper that way. But that's kind of hard to do. And I've almost given up on that. Best way to get a GC is don't go to eBay unless you just have to have that knife because you're going to overpay. If you go to Facebook, get on the groups, Slip Joint Exchange and GEC Club. And those two right there, you'll get deals. You'll see a deal here and there. And if you pay attention to it, every Thursday, GEC Club, they'll post a thread. And every Thursday morning, they, what do you call it, refresh it. And they got all new stuff on there. And everybody posts what they want to sell, what they want to trade. So you can not only just buy one, but you could trade for one. Boston. Jesse says, let me handle it for you. Translates to, give me my knife back, fool. Yeah. No, it says GC on eBay are way expensive. They are, dude. It's just too much. And case has gotten that way too. I mean, you can get, a case knife for okay price. But if you want the good one, you want a new copper lock, or, you want something in CV steel that ain't a yellow trapper, you're going to end up paying a little bit of money. Sometimes you can find deals, but on the GCs, I haven't seen a lot of deals. The case, I've seen some deals. I've got some good case knives from eBay. But the GCs, you're going to have to get on Facebook. Blade forums, sometimes they'll have deals on there. I haven't never bought one from there, but I've looked at them. TSA usually has GC knives, but they're pretty pricey. Yeah. Warthog says case buyers can get crazy. They can. They can. Snazzy, I just started looking into GCs. I only seen them on eBay. What is the actual retail price of one? It depends on which one, man. It could be $100 or it can be $1,000. It just depends on which one, honestly. How rare it is, how in demand it is. Eric says, on weekends, I usually carry my grandfather's biker 3-blade. Nobody gets to borrow it, though. Big J, the whiskey bones are insane. Yeah, the whiskey bones they're crazy. The chestnut bone CVs, too. Good luck. The copper lock CV, the case Damascus stuff is way up there. You got an 83 for 125. That's a good price. That's a dang good price. eBay is like 250. Yeah, sometimes more than that, dude. But what they put it on there for on eBay is not necessarily what it's selling for. You filter it and you put sold on there. You can see what the last one sold for, or the last 2 or 3 of them, or whatever. And I go by that price. 150 for a teardrop on Evil Bay. Gosh. I seen one for 110, I think it was today, a teardrop. And it was red jig bone CV for 110. I wanted it, but I ain't got 110 knife dollars right now. Yeah, they get crazy on eBay. But yeah, the best place to get a GEC is go to them Facebook. And I don't even get on Facebook. Only time I get on Facebook is to look at Marketplace. I like old vehicles and stuff like that. I never buy nothing. Well, I did buy my truck there, but I like looking at that sometimes when I'm just sitting around passing time. And then I'll get on those 2 sites I told you about, those 2 groups, and you can find knives there all day. I look every day. Noah said, I got a peanut whiskey for 60 at a case store in Missouri, and I traded away because it's too small. Yeah, them peanuts are pretty small. Warthog says, I was on a drop list for GC, Richter. I kind of went back to buying vintage. GC bores me. I think the reason GC bores people is because you can't get one. It's hard to do. Look on those sites, though, on those groups on Facebook, and I promise you'll find a deal. I promise you'll find a deal. As a matter of fact, if there's a GC y'all are looking for, message me on Instagram or something. DM me, and I'll help you look for one for a decent price. Jesse said, I'm on a serious Stockman kick right now, except for today. Bought 4 knives and none of them are Stockman. What'd you get, Jesse? What 4 knives did you get? I don't have very many Stockman. Everybody's showing these 75s. These Case 75 large Stockman. I don't have one. And I think that's one of my ones I'm about to look for. I was looking at last night. I was looking at a Moore Maker. They got some cool stuff. Moore Maker. If you go to the website, they got these trappers that have the Texas shield on it. On the other side, it has a star shield, and they got carbon steel blades. They even do engraving for like $100 for the knife. That's pretty cool. I might snag me one of those too, and put my channel name on it. The yellow trapper looks really cool to me. I got a yellow bone trapper. Ryan, I'm on the Sodbuster Junior kick myself. I was on that kick for a while. Jesse says the old timer 47 OT LB5 Gerber. Oh, you said this, didn't you? And the Japanese lockback. Yeah, Saudi Junior is a good knife. People ask me, what a good traditional knife is to buy if they don't have one or they're looking for one. I'll always recommend a Saudi Junior. I'll always recommend that Saudi Junior. But I do recommend that you find one that you can put your hands on first. If y'all go back and look at my my videos on Saudis, I did get that carbon steel one from Knife Joy or whatever it's called. And the whole blade was freaking bent. The tip was bent way over. It was just insane. Horrible fit and finish on it. So I like to look at them. Or you could buy them on eBay where you could see pictures of like the centering or, gapping or whatever. So that kind of helps. But I wish I could get a GC, but all I can afford is a case. Do some trading, bro. I remember when I couldn't get a GC, I just took my case knives and went to trading. Just decide for yourself what I want to turn this GC into, or this knife into. Case has a pretty rough time with fit and finish and stuff like that anymore. Actually, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Here lately, I haven't seen no bad ones. That's just me though. I mean, I don't see all the case knives, but to me, I think here lately they've been a lot better about that. But hands-on shopping is still the way to go for the case. Ryan, you remember that? Yeah, I unboxed that thing and I was upset, man. I was upset because I had waited on it. You had to pre-order that knife, and that crazy thing took forever to come in. And I'm like, man, I got that thing. I was so excited. Opened it up, and I was disappointed, pretty bad. And one of my buddies bought 3 of them because he's smart, and he's going to send the other 2 back that wasn't as good. But he went ahead and gave me a second one because it was good too. Noah said, I haven't bought one here recently, so I'll have to check it out. I almost got one of those single blade trappers like yours, but I wanted the clip version. They still got the clip version, but I think it's in, I think they still got it. I was looking last night. I know they probably have it in green. Green micarta. $69. That ain't bad. Mine turned out really good. Thanks, Warthog, for hopping on here. I appreciate you, buddy. You didn't write that guy's name down? Hey, thanks, Nazi. You got the clip point one, Big J? You know what's funny is me and Big J in Boston done that live the other night, and we all showed what we was carrying. We all carried the same knife. See you, Boston. I thought that was pretty neat. We was all carrying that same knife. But anyways, just gonna show you all. I'm gonna be dropping these in a couple weeks. These R slips. I'll let y'all know what's going on. Going to be doing a live here in a couple weeks with Messer HQ. I will be starting my own live show. I just got to work all the details of times and things like that. And all right, cool. I got to be figuring out. I got to get with my boss and get a time nailed down that I'll know I'll have it off all the time. Because right now my schedule's like, I could be working till 10 at night, then work at 7 in the morning. I could be off on Sunday, or I can be off on Tuesday. I never know when I'm going to be working. So I'm just going to give him and say, okay, let's nail this down. What day do I know I'm going to be off at this time? So if it's a day that I'll work only till 5 and then I'll do a live at 7, that'll probably be ideal. That way you don't have to really give me that day off. You could just, let me off to be able to do that live. And I'll tell y'all what time it's going to be. I'm probably going to end up having guests on there. Probably some of y'all will be on there. I'll be hitting y'all up. I think it'll be fun. I'm starting to really like these live shows. I was excited to do RJ's. Excited to do Big J in Boston. So that was fun. Later, Jesse. Appreciate you, man. Noah, we'll be doing one, buddy. I'll hit you up. It'll be fun. But I'm fixing to cut this loose so I can go say goodnight to my little girl and go eat me something. But these are available. I got 3 of them. If you want one, hit me up on Instagram, DMs. It'll be 70 shipped to your door. Acacia wood and 8-ounce veg tan leather. It's got the Made in Texas stamp on it. So you have a little bit of piece of Texas. These double as good paddles too. Appreciate y'all hopping on here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Loved it. Y'all have a good one. Good night.